Hello, in this video I'm going to look on a fine-tuning prompt in a MidJourney so we can create the precisely result we're looking after. We'll look on some a little bit more advanced functionality in a prompt, and hopefully it's help you to understand how they all link together and work together. Please keep in mind that MidJourney it's have a free trial. However, after this, it's going to pay service, and it starts with $10 a month. And if you want to go with the Relax Unlimited, it is $30 a month. I also have a video where I explain what is different between plans and which plan I do recommend for the beginning, and which one you can actually satisfy your needs in creating art. Also, many of these techniques that I will show will work with another services like Blue Willow and other things, which is a free service as well. However, not all options is implemented there that working inside the MidJourney. Okay, so first, before we start, let's look on our settings, and I recommend to type /info, which will provide you information about your current account and status. And we can see what I have right now. You can see where's my renew, same as yours renew. Currently I'm in a fast mode. Usually I'm in a fast mode when I render bigger size or I need a faster processing, like for recording videos. And you can see I use it already about 30% of my time available. And also how many images you process. I'm about 28,000 up to date lifetime created here with MidJourney, and currently I don't have any jobs in my queue. Usually you can have it about 10 jobs and 3 on the processing, so this is give you a little bit time, and I do like this put it jobs in the queue. So after this, we want to look on our settings. It's /settings. Okay, and this is important because settings let us know what we are preset. It's meaning wherever I type imagine and I type prompt, for example, Ice Queen, wherever this coming, it will read these settings that's currently set. For example, it says MidJourney version 4. It's also high quality going, medium stylization, regular upscale, public. Remix mode is enabled, and it's running in a fast mode. If you need change any of these settings, you can just simple as a button click on them and change. Personally, I do prefer work on the MidJourney version 4 because this is like my main version. I like it. 3 give me a little bit too much noise, and 2 other ones they just not yet there. And Niji, it is more anime style mode. You could access and set up as your personal bot and run just for the Niji, or you can have it /niji attribute inside the string, which will create this. Personally, I prefer MidJourney 4, and if I need it, I can with my attributes change the versions of what I needed. We also have options of the test photo, high quality, base quality, and high quality, base quality and high quality. I almost always go on a higher quality because otherwise it does not produce enough details for what I want to do. As well, stylization set on medium because some beta does not work with higher stylizations. And again, we can modify this anytime. Regular upscale, and beta upscale, this is well related to other ones, but we always want to regular upscale because other ones have it too clean again producing. And same, you want to enable remix mode. What's happening anytime when you click on remix like version, you can see it will open second screen where you can modify. If you don't need to modify anything, just click submit. But I do like provide for me the options so I can modify or add or tweak, readjust a little bit of the string. Okay, so let's see what we have. Right here, you can see we have an Ice Queen. And Ice Queen, it's what we ask for. We have fairy tale, maybe queen and eyes, but notice her skin is normal and other things. So right now what is happening, it's reading all of this string as ice queen as one single string. If we want to separate, and let's try to do this, we get imagine eyes, and to separate we actually need to use a double column. So column, and let's type queen. Okay, next we press enter, and you notice what's happening. You see it's add those two attributes, v4 version 4, it's right here, and it's add quality 2, it's what I said right there. So right now you can see it start processing for us, and result is different from before, because now we have a piece of ice kind of around and we have a queen. It's quite a bit different from what we have before, because we kind of separate apart those. We can also try to combine a little bit better. So imagine, and in this case not necessarily will work, but you can always try create a single or double quotes, which is kind of more encapsulate together. But it is better working if you have it kind of descriptive, and after say, like for example, ice queen sitting on a throne. But we also can do this way without quotations, because by default it will go. We can put simple separation, so like right here, so we can actually specify what we wanted. Okay, so we'll have it ice queen sitting in the throne room. Let's go ahead right now. Notice there's two columns. They're acting in this way as separator between two elements. So for example, if you look on the documentation from MidJourney, you have it like a hot dog. Hot dog is a name for the food. But if you have it hot, separator dog, then you have a dog who is very hot. Okay, you can see right here we have it our ice queen sitting in the throne room. So this is already kind of nice going. The next what we can do, we can add more elements. And let's go ahead and add more. In this case, we'll go to imagine sitting in throne room. Again, let's put another separator, and we'll have it cyberpunk outfit. So even different. What's happening at this time? We have the ice queen sitting in throne room wearing cyberpunk outfit, and we can have it like very large LED crown. So we can put it all these elements in. However, now they're all exactly same weight, and it's what I was meaning by same weight. Something should be more important and something is less important. In this case, they're all about same weight. And when it starts rendering, it's maybe say, hey, it's wearing cyber outfit, but very large crown. I will make between them. However, if you want to more emphasize on some specific element, like for example, crown, I can put it again, double column, and I can increase. By default, it's weight of 1, and weight is how important it is. So what if I put it 1.5? It's meaning it will be paying more attention, be sure the crown is there, and it's a specific crown. Okay, while it's working on a background, let me explain also how those weights work most in most system. Again, and the reason I say in most system, because honestly, I don't know engine of MidJourney, but it's based on latent technology. It's based same like Stable Diffusion or other things. And usually what's happening, it's a start with a noise, simple parent of the noise. It's no image, nothing. And it's going to permutation that you remove this noise, and like, you know, sometimes you squeal your eyes and you look on the clouds and you kind of trying to identify elements, and that's what does AI. Try to says, okay, does that anything look like that? And the importance, it's how early on a stage it start looking for those objects. So in there we have it weight 1.5. So from the beginning of our creation of images, it's in that pattern it will start look for the crowns. And we actually can test this by take this string until it's still thinking there. We can take this string, we can go ahead, imagine, okay? And one interesting attribute call, if we're going to space dash dash stop, and we can tell on which step we want this stop. So let's go ahead and say stop 10. It's very, very early in, so it's only 10 times gone through the cycle to the denoising till it's go in. So we can try this. And then next we can try again. And now let's go says stop. Okay, and let's go at maybe 30. And we can go another one, imagine. Okay, and let's go stop at a 50. And one more time, we'll go stop at 80. So we can see how it will perform based on the when it start identifying and what weight it's set to. Okay, let's look what we have right here. This is our first with a 10 stop. This is how far the noise happened, but notice right here we can see the crown. So if we have it with 30 stops, we definitely can see the crowns around. However, we not necessarily can recognize throne. This one is even better. So on 50 stops, you can see how much attention already was paying to our crown, to the details. And of course, 80, we have it even better. And full processing, you can see right here, we have a beautiful big crowns because that is very important to us, and almost no for the throne or other elements. We can also verify this. We even have it even small, much simpler. So let's go with imagine again, and we'll have it ball, cube, pyramid. Okay, so right here we have it 3 items that is same specialized. So let's go ahead, run this. Next, we'll just go ahead and copy. Only on this time, what I want to do for the cube, tell weight of 2. It's mean importance of the cube, and we're going to stop maybe at 25. Okay, let's see what's happened now. You'll notice right here the cube is more permanent because we have a very high weight for this. We tell this is very, very important for us to create. So it's meaning it will prioritize the cube, render cube is more than anything else. Of course, in this case, if we take this element and it's when it's rendering, okay, let's copy and we try again. Only let's go right now instead to, you can also have it minus, you have it negative weight, so it's meaning less important. So in this case, we can put it 0.5, even smaller. And let's go same. Let's go this stop at maybe 20, a little bit less. It doesn't really matter. We just will see when it's appear, or just 25, same as before. And instead stop, I run step. So let's go write properly. We want stop at 25. Okay, and as you notice, this is our cube. And now we definitely have it like pyramid mixed with other things. So it's less important happen to this. You also can go even more than that, because by default it's 1. You can also going in the minus, but for that you need also kind of compensate 0.5 or 1 here and minus 1 in another area. So in here example, we'll put it cube minus 0.5. So we even decrease even more the importance of this element. And as a result, you can see we have a pyramid more defined with circle and no cube, because we says we don't want this importance. Now we understand this. Let's go back to our queen and look what we have here. We have a queen with beautiful crown, but it is not ice queen anymore, because this was our ice queen. And this is sometimes happen when you have a prompt and you write all the prompt, define, and certainly you lost your original character. So for this, we actually needed, again, refocus. Let's go ahead, copy our string. We'll go imagine here. And now right there, where's the queen? Let's say 2. I want high priority. I want to be sure that this is an ice queen and rest is secondary. But I want to be also the crown is kind of high enough. So when we're done, we go ahead, click, and let's render that. And as a result, we're back to our ice queen, to the cold look, because we says this is what important for us this time. Okay, so we'll look on the weights. Remember, without weights, everything is equal, and it will act as separator between objects. As long you put it instantly number after this, you start assigning weight, how the important that segment is in a creation. Okay, the other thing's also very interesting. It is beside negative prompt, it still be exist, but we can exclusively tell not doing something. For example, let's go do dancing banana. How about this? Okay, so let's go ahead and create dancing banana. And as usual, it's a happy dancing banana and it's yellow banana. What if I don't want yellow banana? So I can try to create image, imagine dancing banana, and I can put it separation, yellow color. And what if I want to minus 0.5? So I don't want that much yellow color. I can do this way. But I can tell you ahead that is not necessarily always will work as you want it. You can see right here, it does create something different, but we can do this much easy with absolutely exclusive attribute. So what is meaning? We can do same way, dancing banana, okay? Like we did before, only now we have it dash dash, it's a before attribute, and we have it no. So no, it's like exclusive no attribute, and we have it yellow. So in this case, we'll just specifically says no yellow color or whatever. It will be similar to these weights. In some cases, depend what you prefer, because problem is if you put it too many no tags, they don't account. And because of that, I personally, if possible, use these negative weights because they are a little bit more customizable and you can control them a little bit better on how much you want some elements not to be present there. Because with the no tags, I found when well, you know what, it does help if I put it imagine. Yes, okay, let's go do this way. Imagine, there you go. So you notice what I found out with you have a limitation how many no tags you can put it in. So if you can use the in a prompt negative weight to control and fine tune. But also if you notice right here, we don't necessarily have it banana, we have it some monkey who is not yellow dancing. So it is, you can kind of see plus and minuses. However, with just negative tag, you can see right here is our bananas. And one is kind of yellow, this one, but rest try to sneak the yellowness by, but general, they try to create different colors. So it's our negative tag. So let's go ahead and create something a little bit more complex. So we'll have it imagine. And right here I have it the portrait of beautiful princess, which is same weight, it's just beautiful princess, ice queen wearing cyberpunk. And cyberpunk, notice I put it separation, I put advanced on cyberpunk, which is not necessarily work in this case because outfit, it will be two different things. It's cyberpunk will be one word in outfit. So if you want to be sure it's cyberpunk outfit, we don't need put it these between. So we want to go right here and put it 1.5. Also what I like to do, I like put it this in a comma quotes. And honestly, I cannot find any documentation in verify that in a quotes it will treat as a single. By experiment, I saw it was treating as a single weight, like cyberpunk outfit was as a one way. But again, based on documentation, I cannot find this. But assuming by experience it does. Okay, so separate here, sitting on a throne. Okay, and also let's do this one, separate here as well, made from LED screens. And one thing I found, we needed actually capitalize that, because for some reason it does not read if it's lower or LED, it's going with other ones. Ice robot floating around, all photorealistic, Rembrandt lighting, deep colors, high details. So you can see how they're all similar. And if you want it, we can actually take deep colors and let's go 1.2 on this. So you don't necessarily can put it just like 1, 2 or whatever precise numbers. You can go with a little bit different, and let's go put it some negative, maybe right here we have it red ball. And you know, for the red ball, let's go put it minus 0.5. Just leave it lower. Also, we have it aspect ratio, and this is like basic ratio, so I don't think it's a very fine tuning, but sometimes aspect ratio may affect how it will render because it's how expanded, but we're keeping as a portraits mode right now. So let's go ahead, execute this command, and just to compare what I want to do, I want to create here. Let's go imagine, again, same, only right here, we'll go put it as a beautiful princess, 1.5, okay. We'll see different, and let's go do one more time with this more advanced, except right here, Ice Queen, we'll put it weight 2. So just experiment and see what will come up. Okay, let me jump to another screen and show you. If you work with Stable Diffusion or hear about this, in Stable Diffusion you usually have it prompts and you have it negative prompts. Prompt that is by default put it word no. For example, no more than 5 fingers, no less than 5 fingers, and so on. So right here is your negative prompts. If we're going to look back to our MidJourney, we found with this minus, it is our negative prompt. So you can still do same things, only need the rework is in one string with a double column, and you have it like minus 0.5 or other ones. So let's go see right here what we have. And you can see we have very beautiful portraits. It's render. And this one is where portrait, princess, ice queen. Notice this is very low effect here. We have it cyberpunk. And we do have it this cyberpunk outfit in some elements because we set the weights for this. Okay, sitting on a LED throne, this is almost, look at this, almost no weight. And because we have it 1, 2, 3, we have it so many elements, the AI try to recognize, but they're equal. So if it's going close there, it will ignore them or implement not as important. So it's meaning to create this like from LED screen or sitting on the throne, we need to add more weight to this. Okay. So in the red ball, of course, minus 0.5, it won't be even there. Okay, right here we have it same, only we put it on ice beautiful princess a little bit more. And you know, because image already beautiful, but it is will try to recreate a little bit more closer, and I think this is did nice job actually. It's more look as a princess, add some elements. And of course, because we have it more on the ice queen, we have it more bluish, icy kind of look. And you can see how it's tried to set those prioritizations in this case. So let's do one more test. And I know we have it quite a bit time we spend on this, but this way experiment, it's help us to see how everything working. So right here, ice queen, we'll put it 1.2, and just keep it in mind, because if I go and I put it everywhere weight 2, it will be same as no weight at all. So you need it set some weights higher and lower, so it's kind of understand what's going on. And right here, throne, let's go put number 2. Actually, we can even go number 3 if needed. Okay. Set higher, photorealistic there. And LCD screen, maybe 1.2. Floating around those robots, let's go put it minus 0.5. We don't need that many. And the red ball around this area. So I think that is about right. Let's go see what we come up now. And because we add more weight on the throne, we can see right here, you see almost no background, nothing. Right here, we should have it, yep, a little bit more like throne right there. You can see her sitting with position of arms and behind. So obviously, it's give it more priority to this render. Be sure that she's sitting on the throne. Again, because it's a random creation, it's not like it's not blending images. It does not outline or trace anybody work, so it is creating from the noise. This is run was created, and of course you can go and run over. Notice right here the red color. I bet this is red color come from our red ball. Okay, so let's go ahead and tweak a little bit even more. So we go ahead, imagine, we paste. And one thing what I actually want to do right here with a portrait, I want to set the 0.3. Remember, by default, it's weight of 1. So if we put it, it's not negative. It says do not restrict, but it's reduce amount. So if I says reduce on the portraits, that we won't have it that much close up. We give it a little bit better. And right here is a red ball. I want to remove it because I think red ball is what adding little bit details. And instead, I want to create little bit more icy queen, and this is more bluish cyan. So let's just add also color. So we have it like pastel blue and cyan. So we'll just add a little bit colorization, and this is actually when you tweak is important. Notice also we don't necessarily using stylization except reference to Rembrandt lighting, which is type of the lighting going, but we don't use it any reference to any specific artist. Anytime we address specific artist or specific style, you will get a little bit more influence. Right here, I just want to go with a generic look. And of course, after, if you want to stylize, you can put it like ink color, you can put it watercolor. And I'll just show you what is different after this test. I'll show you what is different will be there. So we've done this. Let's go to render this. And as it's rendering, we'll go type here. And I only go like a prompt watercolor. Okay. This will be one test. And let's go second test. We're going to imagine this. Only right here, we'll go to add another attribute, dash niji. And niji is a specific attribute that is tell MidJourney to use the anime library model pre-trained, so it will look more as an anime. So let's go ahead, try that one. Okay, so right here you can see we have a couple. This is with the color, and it definitely look more like eyes because we modify colors. We remove like a reference to the red ball, and we do have this beautiful bluish cyanish color. However, when we did with the watercolor, we don't have that much effect of watercolor, and this is because the weight, again, it does not set properly. And as well, right here, it's a niji pop-up, and you can see it's definitely going with anime style because it is reference to the specific style. And this is kind of interesting way because same way you can say I want to in specific after is creators. So let me go do this experiment for you. So just showing, we're going imagine. We pass here, except the watercolor. I want to put it actually 3. Let's see how crazy we can go with this. Okay. And next, what we want to do, we'll go same imagine, paste. Only right here, we'll just add different styles. So we have it with a Norman Rockwell style. Notice this is a reference to specific after, and this is a little bit different from fine-tuning. This is more stylization, but it is help. You can see how much difference it will happen. So let's go ahead and try this as well. Okay, and now when we add more weight to watercolor, if we look close on a portrait, you can see it is more resemble the painting. It's still not yet have this like watermark effect because we can do this if we address specific styles. And here's some example from before, and you can see it's a watercolor applied to effect, and this is look a little bit more as watercolor. And this is my attempt to create Catwoman from DC Comics when she get old, so she become cat lady, Catwoman. So right here, and you can see this is applied as watercolor because we used watercolor. However, we did use it to apply special stylizations, and that is what makes quite a bit different on this. And in this case, I don't see it's actually pick up Norman Rockwell style. So I think it is kind of getting lost to all of these weights because they're definitely a little bit heavy. To verify if the weight is too heavy, we can also take this image, paste. On this case, what we're going to do, we're going to remove every weight. So and this is what's happening. Sometimes if you see something does not work, it's probably some weight is too heavy and they're taking all attention from what we want to do. So in this case, I removed all the weights. Okay, and also we can go ahead render this one. And let's just take one of the, again, and put it weight actually on a style. So we put it 1.5 here, and let's render this one. And it did apply a little bit more. You can see a little bit more illustration effect. Not as strong as I wanted like paint, but right here they actually can see on this example a little bit more as illustration effect like painting. Versus again, if we're going down, and you can see in this one, it's a little bit more depth. And of course, versus more photorealistic. So you can see the shadows on the end here. And versus this one, a little bit more painting effect in the Norman Rockwell style. Of course, we can create a little bit even more stronger effect in this case if we apply and remove some values that we're adjusting. And right here is our image, just with separation without any styles. This one is definitely one on the bottom, look more like Rockwell, same as this one. So you can see there are a little bit more going in an illustration style than photorealistic that happened before. Okay, I hope this video is getting so long, so we need to stop it. I appreciate you watching this. Hopefully it will help, and we continue exploring more fine-tuning in another videos. Thank you for watching. Give us a thumb up, subscribe, and let me know.